Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel Auto Cars, where legends are never forgotten and the road to the future is always paved with muscle, style, and raw performance. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe because we're your #1 source for exclusive car content, classic revivals, and in-depth insights into the automotive world. Today, we're diving into something truly iconic, a name that resonates with speed, power, and American muscle heritage, the Oldsmobile 442 Cutlass. And now, in 2026, the beast is back. That's right, the Oldsmobile 442 Cutlass has officially returned, and it's not just a revival, it's a full-blown rebirth of one of America's most loved muscle cars. For decades, the Oldsmobile 442 Cutlass has held a special place in the hearts of enthusiasts. It wasn't just a car, it was a symbol of muscle, status, and performance. Originally born in the 1960s and roaring through the golden era of American performance, the 442 was an answer to the Mustang and GTO frenzy, setting itself apart with refined styling, thundering version 8s, and a reputation for sheer speed. The formula was simple: 4-barrel carb, 4-speed manual, and dual exhaust. Hence, 442. And now in 2026, that classic recipe is being reimagined with futuristic engineering, cutting-edge technology, and a body design that salutes the past while charging into tomorrow. Oldsmobile, once shelved and left behind, is being resurrected under GM's new strategy of reviving select legacy nameplates with high performance and heritage DNA. The 442 Cutlass is leading that revival. It's bold, aggressive, and ready to redefine what American muscle looks and feels like in this new era of hybridized and electrified performance. At first glance, the 2026 Oldsmobile 442 Cutlass looks like it was carved from thunder and styled with attitude. The proportions scream classic muscle: long hood, short deck, wide stance. But there's a modern edge to every panel. The front fascia features a deep-set grille with LED lighting that nods to the original split grille while integrating active aero elements and bold badging that simply reads, 442. The hood scoop is functional, feeding air into a powerhouse that lies beneath. Sculpted fenders and muscular haunches define the sides, while the rear is capped with quad LED tail lamps and a blacked-out diffuser hosting dual chrome exhausts that snarl with every downshift. Now, let's talk about performance. Under the hood lies a GM-engineered 6.2-liter supercharged V8, the LT4 Gen V, that's been retuned specifically for the 442 Cutlass. It delivers a jaw-dropping 700 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque. This car is not just about straight-line speed, though it'll rocket from 0 to 60 in under 3.5 seconds. It's also about track-tuned precision, thanks to Magnetic Ride Control 5.0, adaptive suspension, and a reinforced chassis using high-strength steel and aluminum. For purists, there's a 6-speed manual transmission option. For those who want lightning-fast shifts, a 10-speed automatic with paddle shifters is also available. And yes, rear-wheel drive is standard, as it should be, though there's also a performance all-wheel drive model in development for even more grip and year-round usability. Braking comes from Brembo's 6-piston calipers up front and 4-piston in the rear, clamping down on carbon ceramic rotors. It's clear that this machine isn't just built for nostalgia, it's built to dominate both the boulevard and the track. Inside the cabin, Oldsmobile went all in on blending classic cues with high-tech luxury. You're greeted by retro-inspired analog gauges with digital overlays, a flat-bottomed Alcantara-wrapped steering wheel, and bucket seats finished in leather and suede with 442 embroidery. The center stack is driver-focused, with physical knobs for climate and drive mode controls, a nod to the tactile feel of old-school muscle cars. But don't be fooled, it's also packed with technology. A 14-inch OLED touchscreen anchors the infotainment system, running GM's latest Ultifi software platform, offering over-the-air updates, full smartphone integration, real-time performance telemetry, and customizable interface options. The 12-speaker Bose Performance Series audio system ensures every note is crystal clear, whether it's your playlist or the low growl of that V8. Safety and driver assistance features are top-tier as well. You get GM's Super Cruise semi-autonomous driving system, lane centering, adaptive cruise control, 360-degree cameras, blind spot monitoring, and collision avoidance systems, all seamlessly integrated without taking away from the visceral, raw driving experience the 442 promises. Customization is also a key feature of the new 442 Cutlass. Buyers can choose from 3 trims: Base Performance, Heritage Edition, and Black Rocket. The Heritage Edition features two-tone paint, vintage striping, and gold badging, paying tribute to the 1970 W30 models. The Black Rocket trim takes things even further with blackout details, carbon fiber aero kits, a louder exhaust tune, and launch control software enhancements. There's even a limited edition, Hearst package, that brings back the legendary Hearst shifter, unique badging, and gold spoke wheels wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S rubber. It's pure nostalgia, engineered for today's roads. And let's talk pricing. The base model starts at around $65,000, while the top-tier Black Rocket Edition pushes close to $90,000. That's premium territory, but considering the performance, heritage, and limited production numbers, Oldsmobile is only building 4,442 units per year. It's a collector's dream in the making. Fuel economy, not the main focus, but thanks to cylinder deactivation, auto start-stop, and a mild hybrid system for accessory power, the 442 Cutlass achieves a respectable 21 mpg city and 28 highway. But make no mistake, this isn't a car you buy for fuel savings. It's about power, presence, and passion. When asked about the philosophy behind the revival, GM stated that the Oldsmobile 442 Cutlass isn't just a one-time throwback. It's a cornerstone of what they're calling the American Heritage Performance lineup, a series of Reborn icons including the return of the Pontiac GTO, the Buick GNX, and maybe even the Chevy SS. And the 442 leads the charge. You can feel the heritage in every detail of this car. From the exhaust rumble that mimics the lope of the big blocks from the 60s, to the modern tech that makes it livable for daily use, it's a masterclass in balancing past and present. It's loud when you want it to be, smooth when you need it to be, and brutal when you demand it to be. This is a driver's car. A statement piece. A thunderbolt wrapped in steel and leather. On the road, the 2026 Oldsmobile 442 Cutlass is a sensation. It grips the corners with authority, accelerates with ferocity, and stops with confidence. You feel everything. The feedback through the wheel, the roar of the engine, the adrenaline of each launch. It reminds you why we fell in love with driving in the first place. It's mechanical, emotional, and unforgettable. Even the exhaust note has been engineered to match the spirit of the original 442, deep, throaty, with a crescendo that builds into a war cry when you cross 6,000 revolutions per minute. It's the kind of sound that turns heads and sets off car alarms. And then there's the street presence. Wherever you go, this car draws attention. People know what it is. They remember. It's not just a car, it's a memory brought back to life. And for younger drivers, it's an introduction to what real American muscle feels like when it's done right. This isn't a digital toy. It's not a badge-engineered shadow of its former self. It's the real thing, reborn with pride, power, and precision. So what does the future look like for the 442 Cutlass? GM has hinted at a plug-in hybrid version by 2028 and possibly a full EV variant by the end of the decade. But for now, this is the purest form of modern muscle the company has produced in years. It's not watered down, it's not overly digital, it's visceral, old school, but modernized in just the right ways. In a time when so many cars feel the same, the 442 stands apart. It's not chasing trends, it's reviving tradition. And it's doing it with horsepower, heart, and heritage. If you ever doubted that Oldsmobile could make a comeback, the 2026 442 Cutlass is your answer. It doesn't just live up to the name, it reinvents it for a new generation of muscle lovers. It's the comeback story we didn't know we needed, and now that it's here, we can't stop dreaming about getting behind the wheel. That's it for today's deep dive into the 2026 Oldsmobile 442 Cutlass. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more legendary revivals and performance previews, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for weekly content that fuels your passion for cars. This is where legends live again. Until next time, keep your hands on the wheel, your foot on the gas, and your heart in the drive.